So hi, my name is Steve. I've known Tam for a little while. I'm really delighted to be here and help with this event. And what I wanted to do, almost as the local partner, is to share a story with you, just to kind of walk through, which hopefully you might resonate with. I must admit, Tam has had a quick sneak peek about what it is. And then what I'm also going to do is share the three main things which a lot of startup founders and people kind of get wrong or struggle with over time. Myself, my background, I'm a chartered mechanical engineer. I'm very good at solving problems, and just today I was working with a $4 billion technology firm in South Korea, yesterday with investors in the US, and I work with a lot of SMEs and founders in the UK as well. Basically, I'm very hands-on, very good at problem solving, but I rarely kind of apply that to business. So something I'll touch on is the Roadmap MBA, and if you Google www.roadmapmba.com, you'll find out more. But this session is all about you, so I'm going to go through some quick stories and try and give some value, and I promise, Tam, I will keep to time as well. So how many of you kind of relate to our hero in a story? Everyone is always the hero of their own story. In this case, it's often the founder in a business, but you could also be at any point in your career. Many of us have a quest that we are on. This could be the passion and the mission for our businesses that we look to launch. In the Star Wars example, obviously it was to save the galaxy. But the point is, we all have an idea, we all have a quest that we want to chase. At first, things seem easy. You have your goals, the sun is shining, everyone is happy. But then over time, challenges come, enemies appear, and then we have things to do with trying to raise capital, competitors appear, the market shifts, COVID happens, and things really happen which can kind of throw you off your stride. As founders, and also, this includes me as well, I launched the Roadmap MBA officially in February. It's now in 13 countries, and that's just in 16, 17 weeks. But what we're trying to do is really make business education accessible and really help a lot of people with their own kind of journey. But the reason I share this is that because I'm a practitioner, so my day job is as a management consultant, and people hire me to do this. But also, I'm on my own journey. I've got my products and my stock, and I'm on a very similar journey to many of you. And actually, because of that, I hope that I can relate. And people always think it's easy, but it's not. As you go through your journey, you will also develop your network. You'll find some new friends. And one of the big things that I'm very passionate about, which I know a lot of the community is as well, it's all about personal development. It's the way to actually help you build new skills and new experiences to help your startup or business or NGO or whatever it is kind of be successful. And actually, it's what these new skills bring and what they allow you to do. They give you your lightsaber, they give you your tools to really help you kind of tackle the world. And then when your enemies turn up, and these could be internal, such as fear or doubt, or you're not sure what to do next. But also, you might struggle for funding or your competitors shift. I always treat business strategy as a puzzle that you can solve. I have a Rubik's Cube just over there. But actually, often it's never just one thing that you need to solve as a business to really be successful. And that is as true, if not more true, for founders and startups and people. And again, you also get haters. A lot of people will say, why are you funding this startup? Why are you doing this? Why don't you just get a job? And you need huge kind of passion and actually conviction to follow your dreams and do what we're all kind of doing. And I love that in the build-up, there's people from all around the world on this kind of call. And it doesn't matter if you're in Somalia or the US or Chile or Manchester or Newcastle, we're all kind of on the same journey. And things like blockchain and tech can really bring us together regardless of how kind of far apart we are. One of the things that a lot of people do fail, you do get a lot of startups, I don't quite know what the stat is, but it's a huge amount fail within the first year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. And often it is because many of them are unprepared. So across my weekly podcast and live streams and that kind of thing as well, I interview different business owners and we talk through different things. But because I have a very wide range of skill set with companies that make physical stuff, I have a background in offshore energy, I'm very good at identifying the gaps, but making it the real world angle to help kind of founders move forward. And off the back of this, basically it prepares you for battle. You're ready to kind of go into war with your startup and just help, give you the tools to kind of be successful. So what I'm going to quickly do is go through 3 really quick things, and it's the concept that I think will add value to what you're trying to do, just to help kind of prepare you all for battle. So Tam, I even picked a purple pen just for you. So with most startups, people look at where they are today, and then through marketing and sales, they say, okay, this is how you accelerate your company. But the one thing that almost everyone gets wrong, and this is true with startup books and founders and everything you've ever basically thought of, is that very, very few people take a step back and actually look at the strategy. Is what you're doing and is what your founder, your startup wants to do, is it the right thing? Is your positioning correct? And get the fundamental strategy correct before you start to accelerate. Most sales courses and that kind of thing only focus on moving forwards, and not many people actually go backwards to review the strategy. And this is where a lot of businesses go wrong generally. That's a big focus of the Roadmap MBA. The next is actually to do with if you have a mountain that you're looking to climb. At the top, you have your CEO, or in this case, the founder. And I have this big thing where basically everyone has a skill set that you can break down into 8 different things, which over the course of your career, you develop into this really good skill set where you're really good at all the different areas from finance to sales to strategy to management. And that makes you a really competent, skilled founder as you go through your career. But one of the areas where a lot of people struggle is they bring new people into the business, more junior, and the truth is they don't have the skill set. They don't know how to sell. They don't know how to manage people. And a lot of startups fail because they struggle to upskill the team to really help them progress, if that makes sense. So actually just the ability to train up your team is a massive thing which will make a big difference for a lot of businesses. And then last but not least, it's basically execution. Most people really struggle with poor execution in terms of their business to actually execute on their strategy, management, marketing, sales, and those kind of things. So within the Roadmap MBA, we basically teach these things. We have a buy one, gift one initiative because accessibility is really important to me. So for me, anyone from anywhere in the world, no matter what your financial background is or anything else, you can apply for a free course if you can't afford one, and I send them out all around the world. And if you're on this kind of call and you'd like to find out more, but maybe you can't afford the price of the course and you get a whole 12 months worth of support and stuff, we give away courses for free, and that's to help good people and help the community grow. And it's something that I'm just very passionate about. And then likewise, back to the Star Wars, you know, we all need to know and decide how your story is going to end. Will you raise funds, get through your different seed rounds? Because actually a good solid strategy will help massively in helping your startup or tech adventure or blockchain adventure kind of be successful. So my name's Steve. I appreciate that was a few minutes. Thank you for your time. I'm really, glad to be involved. Tam will always help however I can. And I think that's me.